my beautiful friends, it's Mimi here today, and today I will be sharing with you my October favorites. I don't know if you've noticed, but I did not do September favorites last month because the end of the month was very hectic. I was expecting our baby girl to arrive, and a lot of you guys would know she was a little late, so I just kind of didn't get around to doing it. So I don't have much more favorites this month. I just have some really exciting favorites that I'm really excited to share with you, and I don't know if this is gonna work because Alexa just went down for a nap, but with her, because she's still so small, you don't know how much time you have. Sometimes she falls asleep, but then she's up in like 25-30 minutes and she wants to eat again. So hopefully we can do this. Let's get started. First of all, I can't believe October is finished. I just said that and I realized, oh my goodness, today is November already. It is crazy how fast the month went by. My first favorite of the month is, of course, our new daughter, well, our only daughter, our new daughter. Our daughter, Alexa Love. We had her on October 6th, even though the due date of, I can actually talk about it now that it's passed, the due date for Alexa was September 19th. So she came when she decided to come, which was October 6th. And if you haven't watched my birth story, I'm gonna link it down below. You can check it out now. And truly, guys, having a child is life-changing. You know how people say there's life before and after? It truly is. Your life will never be the same, and the moment we had her, I realized life will never be the same. Like, it's never gonna be just Alex and I. You're always gonna consider and think about this new human that is part of your life, but it's not in a bad or negative way. It's just different, and it does take time to adjust to it, especially if you are independent, especially if you're more masculine. If you read my book, The Bingo Theory, you will know what I'm talking about. Somebody with a more masculine energy like myself is quite independent, so getting used to the idea that you have this new life, this new human being who's totally dependent on you, it's definitely a learning experience, and I fully embraced it this month. It's almost gonna be a month. I mean, it's gonna be a month this Saturday, I believe. Yeah, she's gonna be 4 weeks literally in 2 days. I cannot believe 4 weeks went by so fast, and it's really been a roller coaster of wonderful emotions. I'm not gonna lie, there have been moments where I was like, how the hell am I gonna do this? Especially with breastfeeding. She was born with a tighter jaw because we had a really long birth. On one of the sides of where I breastfeed her, she has a harder time eating, so it takes her a longer time, plus she's still tiny. So I feel like I'm breastfeeding like 24/7, and obviously, you know, you cannot plan things. It's different. Obviously, it's very different lifestyle, but I always keep in mind that, you know, they're only 1 month, that 1 month, and then they're 2 months and 3 months, and then they're older, and then they don't need you so much, and then next thing you know, they're probably 18. I'm sure some of you guys who have kids will tell me that more than I can tell you that. So Alex and I have just been doing our best to take every day as it is, do our best, help each other, and, you know, getting to know this new little life who is blossoming every day. You can see her personality developing every day. It truly feels like, you know, we're getting in this new relationship, and I'm falling in love with her. I'm getting emotional now. Oh. I didn't expect to get emotional. Okay, give me a moment. Let me compose myself. I just thought of her maybe watching this one day. Okay, Mimi, get it together. I think when you have a child, it's not like, you know, they arrive and you instantly like, oh my God, I'm in love with you. Of course you feel that because, especially for a mother, I think, because you carry the child for 9 months. But with her, I feel like every day as she's developing, I'm falling for her more and more. It's almost like you are in her, and I had the same thing with Alex. It's not like Alex and I was love at first sight, although I always had this fantasy that when I fall in love, it's gonna be love at first sight. But it wasn't like that in my relationship with Alex. Our love developed over time as our friendship developed, and it's still developing. Like, every day I look at this man who's filming me right now on the other side of the camera, and I fall in love with him more and more. And I have the same feeling now towards Alexa. Is like every day I look at her, and every day I see her grow, and we have more of a connection. I feel like I'm falling in love with her more and more. Okay, obviously I can talk about this for hours, but she's my biggest favorite. 2016 of October has definitely changed our lives for the better, and I'm so excited to see her grow and for her to be part of our lives, for us to be part of her life, and I am crying. Let's move on. Alright, I'm gonna have one favorite that's sort of related to pregnancy, maternity, and all that stuff. I don't want my favorites to be sort of focused on maternity, but if you guys want me to do a video that's sort of focused on baby stuff, like baby books that I've read before I even had Alexa, or some things that I bought for her that I find are really great basics to have for a newborn child, let me know and I'll dedicate a separate video to that, so that those of you who are interested can watch that. Those of you who are not interested can skip that. But I'm gonna mention one thing because a lot of you have been asking me about my maternity bras. I posted a picture of me breastfeeding Alexa. I think it was on the second day or something like that. I don't know why I'm doing this. I was gonna show you the bra because I'm wearing it, but one second. I've asked my friend who's had a few children, and she's really great into taking care of herself, and I always had this idea that when I'm gonna be breastfeeding, I really wanna wear bras that sort of look sexy, because I think it's really important as a new mother or as a person who is, you know, in the house a lot and taking care of a child, that you don't lose your identity. Well, I don't lose my identity. Again, this is my ideal, that it's important to still take care of yourself and look sexy for yourself and obviously for your partner. So anyways, I told my friend, like, what are some good bras, and she said, this is a really great bra, you should get it, very comfortable. And I've been wearing it 24/7 because if you breastfeed, you know that wearing a bra can be very supportive, and you wear those pads if you're boobs are leaking. Okay, too much information, but I'm just gonna show you what I'm talking about because they're really, really sexy and they're very comfortable. And you know, I was always comfortable with my body, but now that I'm breastfeeding, I feel like I'm even more comfortable to just bring out my boob. I'm not gonna bring out my boob here on camera, but I mean, when I'm breastfeeding her in public, and I've done that a few times already in restaurants, I'm just like, I don't care. What is that? I just heard something. Anyways, I really feel like I really don't care. Like, it's really amazing, first of all, be able to breastfeed your child. If you have the milk, if you have the courage and the confidence to do that, because it takes a lot of work, and it's something that you have to dedicate yourself to, you know, if you decide to do it. Anyways, back to the bra. These are from Heidi Klum collection, and what I really like about this bra, what's different about it, first of all, it looks like a regular, you know, just sexy lace bra. But what I really like, because a lot of the bras, maternity bras, unsnap, and then basically what you will have is like this whole thing comes up and then your boob sort of like comes out. But what I really like about this bra is that you have this lace part here, which is really nice because if you're breastfeeding in public, you have the lace, then you have your baby's head sort of blocking the boob, so you don't really expose too much actually. So I really like about it, and the part that you do expose is kind of nice and cute and sexy. So yeah, basically you have the skin and then you have this little detail. That's all I'm gonna show you. You didn't think I'm gonna show you my boob, right? I hope you guys are laughing because Alex is laughing behind the camera. And I bought 2 of these. Okay, I'm gonna close this off. Alex, why are you laughing?
Very sexy favorite.
Okay, I'll be feeding soon, so hence the size of my boobs right now. And then I bought the same one. Actually, I bought 2 black because again, you wear them all the time. And then this is a really nice one. And I feel like they don't really look that nice, like when you just look at them, but they look really nice when they're on. Yeah, this one is sort of cream with pink details. Really great maternity bra if you're expecting, if you know somebody who's expecting, you can recommend it to them. Favorite book of the month, and I actually had 3 books that I've read since September, because obviously I didn't do favorites of September and October, and they were all awesome books. So I had a really tough decision of thinking which one I'm gonna recommend to you guys. So I've decided to recommend Shoe Dog because I enjoyed listening to that book so much. I was really sad when it came to the end, and the book was really long. How many hours do you remember, Alex? It's a 15-hour book, but it's a beautiful story. Shoe Dog is by Phil Knight. Most of you probably don't know who Phil Knight is. I didn't before I read the book. Is actually the founder of Nike, but we all know what Nike is, right? Because like I grew up wearing Nike shoes, Nike clothing, kind of dreaming about getting authentic Nike shoes because I grew up in Azerbaijan and there were a lot of fakes. So we all wore fakes and then hoped one day to be able to afford the real ones. And then I moved to Canada, bought myself some authentic Nike shoes and thought I was cool. I feel like Nike has become such a big part of our culture, and to be able to get to know the story of the creator was incredible, especially for anyone who wants to start a business and be an entrepreneur, or anyone who doesn't want to start a business but just wants to better themselves. And obviously, even if you don't want to start a business, one thing to always keep in mind, just as a human being, you're always selling yourself. You're always creating. And when I say selling, I mean like if you're going for a job interview, if you're going for a school interview, you always have to present yourself and you always have to put some effort into getting where you want in life, whether you want to start a business or not. That's just irrelevant, period. But what this book really talks about, and I'm not gonna give you obviously the full story, it's 15 hours long. I'm just gonna link the Audible link down below so you guys can check it out. But what the book really talks about, what I really enjoyed about the book, is the amount of work that it takes to create something big. Whether it is to create yourself in a profession that you want to do, be, or to create a business that you aspire to have and run, it takes a lot of freaking work. And a lot of us look at Nike and think, oh my God, this is a successful business. Oh wow, like they're so lucky whoever owns this. But the fact is, it took him decades, like so many years, to even get to the point where he was profitable. When I was listening to the book, I couldn't believe he didn't give up. I think I would have given up. I don't know. I mean, I'm not him. But he went through so much adversity and he just persevered and kept going and going until, years later, he actually created this brand. And even after he created the brand, there were so many hurdles along his way. Again, incredible story, super inspiring, regardless of what it is you want to do in life. I think it's just gonna give you that, boost of just go and do it, kind of, and I think that's what he probably thought about when he decided to even share his story. Amazing. Check it out. Shoe Dog. I have the link down below. Alright, I'm gonna have some fashion favorites of the month, and this is a boat hat. I just wanted to share that hats are my favorite, and I had this gray hat that I literally wore every day before I had Alexa in September, and then I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I took it to the hospital and lost it there. I really don't know. I've searched everywhere. It's nowhere to be found, and actually I can't find any of my hats. I don't know what happened to them. I'm sure they're hiding somewhere, but so far I only have this hat, and this is a recent purchase I bought from ASOS. If I find the link, if it's still available, I'm gonna link it down below. This one is really cool because it's sort of a boat hat shape, and you don't find these a lot. You find these in straw, which are really cool. I have one from years ago when we were in Paris. I bought it somewhere on the street, but this one is actually in fabric, so it's great for all seasons. Gonna put it on. Kind of cool. It's really cute and different. I've never been able to find this boat hat in a fabric material, so I really like it. I like the way it looks. It's a nice accessory, and when it's raining or drizzling outside, which it does a lot now because it's obviously November, it's really great to sort of hide the hair and prevent the frizz that happens when you're in humid weather. Alright, these next two favorites of the month are both sort of dresses. I love dresses, and I'm even more excited when I can find an off-shoulder dress, because you guys know how much I love off-shoulder tops, but if I can find an off-shoulder dress, I'm super excited. So I found two. I'll share with you the first one. This one is sort of a sweater off-shoulder dress, and I really like the color. It's kind of a nice warm beige, and I know a lot of you guys who watch my color analysis video will probably say, but Mimi, you are a winter, how come? If you haven't, by the way, I'm gonna link it down below. Watch that video to find out what color season you are. The ones of you who know that I'm a winter, which is a cool color palette, will think, how come you're wearing warm colors? Well, like I said in that video, my first season is winter, which is cool saturated colors. My second season is fall, so I can still get away with wearing warm colors and they complement me, although winter is definitely my first choice. Winter color palette, that is. This is a really nice beige color that's great for the fall. It's nice and warm, it's the perfect length, and yeah, I really love it. The second dress that I bought, and actually I bought both of these when I was still pregnant, and the reason I bought them is because I thought they're stretchy, so I can wear them while I'm pregnant and I can wear them after I give birth. This one is even cooler. I really love this color. It's very light and very flattering on the body. It stretches really nicely. It's just a really nice shape and really nice length, and again, it's off shoulders. Another thing that I learned when I started breastfeeding is that what you wear really matters, because you need easy access to the boobs. And I didn't think about it until I had her. There's certain things that people say you only realize when you get the child, and this was definitely one of them. I was like, wait a second, I cannot wear my turtleneck. Well, I guess I could, because you can always lift your shirt and I guess breastfeed that way. But because we're still establishing breastfeeding, I really want to be comfortable. I want it to be easy and effortless. So I've noticed that I wear a lot of button-down shirts shirts like the one I'm wearing today. This one is one of my favorites. I actually bought it in the summer online from Revolve. Again, if I can find the link, I'll link it down below, so make sure to check all the links of what I've mentioned. But I've only started wearing it like this month when I had Alexa, because I was going through my closet and I'm like, I need button-down shirts that are comfortable and easy to sort of pop open at a moment's notice, and this is definitely great for that. But it's also really nice, cool pattern, really goes well with the jeans. It's a great layering piece, and I really like the fabric. It's really nice and soft. And last but not least, I have a favorite that I resented for a really long time, and that is an iPhone case. I recently got a new iPhone, and I didn't really drop my previous iPhone, but somehow it cracked. We were in Italy, and then I look at my phone and there's a crack, so I really don't know what happened. I think it was from the heat. Alex still says it's because I dropped it and I had no phone case, so it's a mystery. But once I got the new phone, Alex is like, I'm gonna get you a new case. Alex, do you even have a case?
Not yet. I need to get a case.
And you yourself still don't have a case.
I need to go get a case.
So he was kind enough to get me a case. I couldn't be bothered. I mean, I wanted a case, but I wanted a pretty case, and I wanted to do research and find something that was nice, and I just like didn't have the time right now, obviously. So he found me a really cool case. I don't know where it's from. Oh, it's called Tech 21. If I find the link of where Alex got this, I'll link it down below. It's really cool because I don't know if you can tell in the camera. It sort of looks like it's kind of spiky, like there's some kind of dimension, like it's three-dimensional, but obviously in reality it's just flat. So I really like that it's sort of a nice pinky color. It's got these really nice spikes. Is that what you call them, spikes?
No, they're like waves.
Waves, cubes. Okay guys, tell me what this is. It's not really spikes. I don't know. It's really cool texture, and the most important thing, a lot of iPhone cases out there don't actually protect the screen, and that's the ones I had even before. They're all pretty in the back with really nice prints, but if you drop your phone, it doesn't really protect the front. This one is nice and sleek, and it still protects the front, which is amazing. And yeah, it's still very light. I think with iPhone cases is like once you put it on, have it for a day and you get used to it. Once you take it off, it's almost like you enjoy having that smooth feeling of a phone without a case, and then it's really hard to put a case back on. I definitely recommend having a case because you don't want to have a cracked screen, and I walked around with a cracked screen for like 3 months. So I really want to protect the screen this time, and yeah, really love this case so far. And that is all I have for you guys today. Alexa was kind enough to let me film. This child truly is amazing. I had a little conversation with her when I was breastfeeding her, and I'm like, I really want to film a favorites video. Do you mind taking a nap after we breastfeed? And it's like crazy. Sometimes I honestly think she understands. She's sleeping right there in the corner. I can watch her while I'm filming. This is amazing. And she's still sleeping. So really awesome that I got a chance to catch up with you guys, share with you my favorites. I would love to hear about your October favorites, so make sure to leave me a comment down below. I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy my favorites, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. It will totally make my day. I love you guys. Lots of kisses. Bye!